Hello, 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 hello. Hi, guys. It's me, Kirsten, and this is the It's Giving Mystical podcast. And this is your podcast for the week ahead, the week of July 24th. Where did you go, July? Where did you go? How is it sitting with you, this July energy? What did we say? We were with Chariot and The Star this month. So just noticing this lovely alchemy of healing, rest, the ways you're recovering and restoring and rejuvenating. I hope that you're remembering to do that and take time to do that. Noting what people, places, circumstances, projects, work allows that. We are not the same depending on the environment we're in. Our environment, our community, they impact us greatly. One of my favorite things about human design, you guys have heard me say that, is that different people, different places, they activate certain channels. They awaken and aliven certain channels in you. So hopefully you're noticing this month, oh, right, this is a good spot for me, whether that's, in a relationship or in a place or, doing some kind of work. This works for me. This is good. I was going through some old journals and I found a quote, "We're not creating a beautiful life. We are inside one." So we don't need to create a beautiful life. We need to open our eyes to the beauty that's around us. Of course, we're creative beings. Of course, we're going to keep making and doing and planning and striving and looking to the horizon. And also, we are already inside a beautiful life. If you have the space and the time to be on a podcast with me, listening to this podcast on tarot, then you have something beautiful in your life. You have some beauty, some privilege, some abundance in your life that allows for us to even be together for a moment. The card I pulled for us for this week ahead is the Queen of Wands, and she came in upright, that amazing little bitch. We love her. And the Queen of Cups was on the bottom of the deck, reversed. So that's just a funny story. That's just a funny little aside from the tarot. But we love the Queen of Wands. We love her no apologies way of living. The Queen of Wands is fire and water. So there's a natural like combustion or a natural charge generated by the Queen of Wands. And she is all the beauty of fire and masculine energy and momentum and penetration with the beautiful, receptive fluidity of the feminine energy, of the feminine archetype. So having the Queen of Wands here is a beautiful reminder of you're allowed to want what you want. You're allowed to want what you want. You're allowed to fight for what you want. You're allowed to say what you want. We're working with Siren energy and Mystic Rising, and this is a lovely companion for that because it's not just Siren energy, right? The Queen of Wands is a little bit too active for that, a little bit too demanding for that. Siren energy is incredibly powerful, but it's the heart of its power lies in its magnetism. That is how it is similar to the Queen of Wands. She's incredibly magnetic. She can be abrasive. She can be flirty. She can be inappropriate. She can kind of say fuck you to the rules that people put on her. And maybe that's right on time. Maybe that's exactly what we need right now. Maybe that's exactly what you need right now. Permission to, want what you want. Like, fight for your own pleasure, fight for your own space. Just have a sense that you're not wrong. And, sometimes that can get us in trouble, right? We have to have some compassion, some empathy. Most of us, though, again, like if we're here together on a spiritual podcast talking about tarot and self-actualization, we probably have habits around accommodation. We probably in some way like other people to be comfortable, to feel at peace, to feel at home, to feel loved. And while the Queen of Wands appreciates that, she's not going to sacrifice her own desire, her own pleasure, her own heat in service to comfort. So, right, we can take that as obviously, right, there's circumstances in which that's going to be abrasive and circumstances in which that's going to be inspiring and invigorating. So the Queen of Wands for the week ahead, take your pleasure seriously. That would be like her, she had one thing to say to you, and notice this sense of, what am I allowed? Queen of Wands, there's nothing she's not allowed. And obviously we want to be good community members and good stewards of the world. And also, where does that rule following? Where does that sense of compassion actually hinder us? Actually, yeah, like set a environment, set a gameplay that may or may not be in your best interest. So that's, oh, hello, butterfly. Being haunted by butterflies in the best way right now. Oh, especially the yellow ones, the monarchs, I guess. Or are those swallowtails? I should know by now. Anyway, same color as the Queen of Wands, swallowtail. They're everywhere. It's a story for another podcast. But Queen of Wands, sunflowers, black cats, lions, salamanders, rods. Those are all symbols of her. Yellow, gold, orange, red. Like this is the heat of July. This is the card of the fire sign. So we have Leo here, we have Sagittarius here, we have Aries here. But particularly we have Leo energy because we're in the thick of Leo season, and the Queen of Wands is the archetype in so many ways of Leo energy. So heart-based, full-hearted, open-hearted living, full claim of what makes you happy, what feels good, what you want. It's like very simple in some ways. It's, what do you want? And are you willing to say that out loud? What do you want? And are you willing to fight for it? What do you want? And what are the voices telling you you are or not allowed that? And, what's going on there? So I'm going to keep it simple. Queen of Wands is permission for you to be in full-on summer mode. Get yourself into the sun, do something that makes you feel really good. Because the Queen of Cups was upside down at the bottom of the deck, maybe we're here for a good time, but not for a long time. It can be that kind of energy. The Queen of Cups says there's something about our emotions that might feel like fatiguey and heavy. And even as I'm telling you this, and I'm like, okay, Queen of Wands, go for what you want, but also, honor the community spaces. The Queen of Cups upside down is kind of like the Queen of Wands being like, if you're going to err on a side, err on the side of fighting for what you want, err on the side of claiming space and pleasure and heat and good times for yourself. And maybe the emotions, not that they're not on the table, because obviously they're always on the table, but maybe they're carrying a kind of weight, a kind of drag right now that doesn't feel particularly good. And, Summer 11 had me a blast. That's the way it sounds. There's something playful and young and not considering tomorrow, not considering what's next, just living for the moment. A little bit of seize the day energy. I'm going away. You guys, most of you know that, but I'm going to be away for a little while. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the next couple weeks podcast. Most likely you'll just see a podcast pop up and I'll just do it from where I am. But if not, I might pop on Instagram and just do a little live. And I definitely won't be here for the full moon circle at the end of July. So I will definitely do something on Instagram there so that we have some connection. Those of you who we circle together, will keep that thread going. And those of you who aren't in our, Salt House in-person spaces, you'll get a little glimpse of maybe what we do there. So Queen of Wands, I don't know if I'm making a lot of sense. This is stressed out Kirsten, headed to the airport in a few minutes. But what I will say is she gives you full permission this week to have a good time, to seize the day, to live in the moment, to claim a little more territory than you might normally, and to not overthink it or something about letting the weight of responsibility, the weight of emotions drag you down, which is not typically the kind of counsel I would give, but I don't know, something about this week feels like, whose rules are these anyway? That's kind of the vibe. And the Queen of Wands, we love her. Like face front, legs spread, like what? I want what I want. I want what I want, and I won't get upset about it. Okay, I'm not making any sense, but I love you guys so much. And I hope everyone gets a little downtime, a little rest right now, and I will see you on the flip side. Take such good care.